Good morning, students. Today you will learn Module 9 Independent Project and today's lesson name Chemical Elements. Learning objectives. Use speaking and listening skills to provide sensitive feedback to peers. Respect differing points of view. Develop intercultural experience without reading and discussion. Understand the main points in unsupported extent to talk on a wide range of general and curricular topics. You will learn today chemical elements, oxygen. Oxygen is one of the most active known metals and one of the most important. Oxygen and its compounds are ubiquitous. Its compound oxygen usually attains the true oxidation number, but hydrogen and active metals made from peroxes and superoxides. You will watch this some elements. There is some chemical elements. First is atom numbers, symbols, chemical elements, and mass numbers. There is describe some atom elements. Okay. Now you will learn there is some elements. First is the number 1. Chemical symbol is H. The name of chemical in English, hydrogen. Atomic weight 1. Hydrogen is a colorless gas at room temperature. It is highly flammable. Second is atomic number is 6. Chemical symbol is C. Carbon. Chemical element is atomic weight 12. Carbon exists as graphite, diamond, and atmosphere's carbon. Second is number atomic 7 and the chemical symbol in nitrogen 14. Nitrogen is a colorless, odorless, tasteless, and mostly inert gas at room temperature. Second is 8. O. Oxygen. Atomic weight 16. Oxygen occurs as highly reactive, colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. Second is Na. Sodium. Weight is 23. Sodium is a soft, silvery white, highly reactive alkali metal element. Second is iron. There is a symbol. Iron and iron alloys are most common metals and ferromagnetic materials in everyday use. Second metal is silver. There is a chemical element symbols. Silver is a soft, white, lustrous transition metal. It is the element with the highest electrical conductivity and the metal of highest thermal conductivity. Second is gold. Chemical symbol is Au. Gold is the most malleable and ductile metal. It is unaffected by air, moisture, and most corrosive radiance. Hence, its popularity for use in coins and jewelry and as protective coating on other more reactive metals. There is a metals that it is one chemically impaired. For gold is odorless, tasteless, very dense. Today's lesson, new vocabulary. You will write your dictionary at page word list 9C. Repeat after me. Evident, biospheric, breed, byproduct, convert, cope, dependent, dose, establish oneself, evaluation, fossil evidence, free radical, give rise to, molecule, photosynthesis, power, process, religion, CLG, steadily, toxins, venture, wing. Now you will watch the video about take a breakthroughs.
Take a deep breath. Our bodies are used to air that's 21% oxygen. The body makes use of around 98% of the oxygen it takes in, and the rest transforms into free radicals, molecules that attack and damage our cells over time. Oxygen, then, is actually toxic in large doses. But after 3 to 4 billion years of evolution of life on Earth, shouldn't our bodies be better at processing oxygen? Scientists believe that the first life forms on the planet were able to survive without oxygen. It was only after plants established themselves that oxygen appeared in the atmosphere about 2.2 billion years ago. Fossil evidence suggests animals first appeared about 700 million years ago in the oceans. Around 500 million years ago, atmospheric oxygen levels were high enough to enable animals to venture out of the ocean and onto land. The amount of oxygen in our atmosphere has not increased steadily. In fact, 300 million years ago, oxygen was actually more abundant in the air than it is now, making up 50% of it. As a result, animals were much bigger than they are today. By 240 million years ago, though, oxygen levels had fallen to just 12% of the air. If it's surprising that the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere has varied during animal evolution, it's perhaps even more surprising to learn that the planet is more dependent on oxygen produced in the oceans than on land. Scientists estimate that sea algae replace around 90% of the oxygen in the biosphere. So, today's most complex life forms not only originated in an environment in which they now cannot breathe, the ocean, they rely on it for their survival.
Now you will to do exercise. First task is match the chemical symbols 1 or 8 to the correct elements. There are A or H. Listen and check, then say. For example, there is a O, chemical symbols. You will find the correct name chemical elements. Okay, good job. Next one, task 2. What do you know about oxygen? Which of the sentences below are true? Listen, read, and check. First is oxygen powers our bodies. Oxygen is toxic in large amounts. The first leaf forms needed oxygen to serve. Oxygen is the main product of photosynthesis. These animals were smaller in the past because of oxygen. 6. The amount of oxygen in the atmosphere has been consistent without time. You will find the true sentences. Okay. Now, task 3. Read the article and oxygen in the atmosphere for questions 1 of 5. Choose the correct answer. Answer is A, B, C, D. First question is, area that is mainly oxygen is, you will find the correct answer. Second question is, oxygen is, you will choose the correct answer. Third, according to the article, animals. Second is the dragonfly experiment suggests. You will find the elements. Okay, next task is task 4. You will fill in the word carbon, large, support, birds, sea, grow, make, animal. For example, you will, birds, area. There is a right, correct words. So, now you will check your answers. First task, there is an answer. Second, false, freeze, and false. Our lesson is over. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.